Good morning, everyone. Okay, so in the last class, we were discussing regular languages. So a language is regular if and only if it is accepted by some finite state machine. So if there is a finite state machine for the language, then language becomes a regular language. Okay, so we discussed one example. So this example we saw already, that is language over the alphabet A comma B, where every A is immediately followed by B. So we understood how to develop this particular DFSM in the previous class, and we were discussing this particular example at the end of the previous session. So can you develop a DFSM for this particular language? So if there exists a DFSM, then this language becomes a regular language. Okay. So language over the alphabet A comma B, W contains no more than one B. W contains no more than one B. Okay. So can you give some examples for this? Can you give some examples for this language? Yes, give some examples for this language. Language over the alphabet A comma B, where W contains no more than one B. Can you give some examples for this? Yes. Okay. W contains no more than one B. That is string of only A's, string with just a B. Okay. So these are all valid examples. Now, whether epsilon is a part of the language or not, whether epsilon belongs to the language or not. Yes, epsilon belongs to the language because the language description says W contains no more than one B. That is, at the max, you can have one B. You may have zero B's also. A's are not compulsory. So, epsilon becomes a part of the language. That means while developing the DFSM, you need to remember that initial state is an accepting state also. So the initial state, you need to put double circle. Okay, so for the initial state, you need to put double circle. So this is the initial state as well as the accepting state. So you know that initial state is represented by an incoming arrow. Then you know that you can accept 0 or more A's. So how to incorporate the acceptance of string with 0 or more B's in this particular DFSM? How to do that? Yes, can you tell me how to accept 0 or more B's? So what transition you need to add to accept 0 or more B's by this DFSM? now let me name the states. State 1, state 1, state 2. Okay, now can you tell me the label for the self loop on state 1? What should be the label, or which transition is represented by this self loop on state 1? Yes, quickly answer. What transition, or what should be the label for the transition from 1 to itself? So it should be labeled as A, because you know that 1 is the accepting state and you can accept 0 or more b's. So using this self loop you can accept 0 or more a's. Okay, so you know that string with 0 or more a's belongs to the language. 1 is the accepting state, so if you label this self loop with a, then you can accept string with 0 or more number of a's. Okay, now what should be the label for the transition from state 1 to state 2? Can you tell me the label for the transition from state 1 to state 2? Yes. What should be the label for the transition from 1 to 2? So it should be B. So label should be B. Okay. Now what should be the label for the transition from 2 to itself? What should be the label? Or before that, let me ask one question. What about state 2? Is it accepting state or rejecting state? What about state 2? Is it accepting state or rejecting state? Yes, give me the answer. State 2, is it an accepting state or rejecting state? Yes. So state 2 is actually an accepting state, because you know that string AAB belongs to the language. Okay, example given by one of you, AAB belongs to the language. How to accept AAB? So two A's can be processed by this self loop, then B is processed by this transition from 1 to 2. You know that AAB belongs to the language. To accept AAB, 2 must be an accepting state. Okay, and you must remember that in one FSM you may have multiple accepting states. Multiple accepting states are allowed, but there must be only one initial state. Initial state should be only one, but accepting states can be many. So state 2 is an accepting state. So you must put a double circle for state 2. Okay, so there must be a double circle for state 2. So state 2 is an accepting state. Now, can you tell me what should be the label for the transition from 2 to itself? What should be the label for the transition from 2 to itself? So it should be A. So label for the transition from 2 to itself is A. Then okay. Now, okay. Now, this DFSM can be used for accepting only A's. Okay. Only A's, 0 or more A's can be accepted by this self loop. Then it can accept epsilon, because initial state itself is the accepting state. So without reading any symbol, it is possible to accept the string. That's why epsilon is accepted by this DFSM. Then this particular DFSM can also accept just a B, that is by the transition from 1 to 2. 2 is also accepting state, so just B can also be accepted. Then AA, B, AA can also be accepted. So the language is no more than one B is allowed. So here only one B is there. That's why two A's are accepted here. One B transition from 1 to 2. Then next two A's are processed in state 2. So after reading the entire string, your DFSM is in state 2. That's why this particular string is accepted. Now, what about this string? Whether it belongs to the language or not? AAB, AAB. Whether it belongs to the language or not? Whether okay, it doesn't belong to the language because there are two b's. At the max, you can have only one b. Now, how this string will be processed by the DFSM? So here, two a's, then b, then AA. So after two A's, you have another B. How that can be processed? Because in state 2, you don't have transition defined for the symbol B. See, in state 1, you have defined the transition for A as well as B, but in state 2, there is no transition defined for B. So what you need to do, what you need to do, so you need to add one more state, which is nothing but the dead state. So you need to add a dead state. So you know that whenever you have more than one B, that particular string doesn't belong to the language. You must reject that. So this is how you do it. So you add one more state. You add one more state, which is called as so you add one more state. So I'm going to call this as this state. I'm going to call as the dead state B. Okay. Then in the dead state, you can have any number of A's or B's. In the dead state, you can have any number of A's or B's. So self loop on the dead state is labeled with A comma B. Okay, so this is the complete DFSM for the language where you can have maximum 1B. Okay. Now see here what happens for this string. So first two A's are processed in state 1. For B, there is a transition from 1 to 2. Next two A's are processed in state 2. Then there's a B. Okay. For the last B, you're going to make a transition from state 2 to dead state. So dead state is nothing but the rejecting state. That's how this particular string is rejected. Okay. Any doubts in this? Any doubts in this? Understood everything? Yes, if any doubts, please let me know. Okay, any doubts, please let me know. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, so this is the one what we did, what we developed. Okay, next. So checking consecutive characters. That is language L over the alphabet A comma B such that no two consecutive characters are the same. So can you give some examples for this? No two consecutive characters are same. Can you give some examples for this? Yes. Give some examples for this. No two consecutive characters are the same. Okay. Okay. So you have A B A B A B A B. Okay. A B S. So these are the examples. No two consecutive characters are the same. So it need not start with A always. It may start with B also. You can have B A B A. So this is also a valid example. Okay. Then I have one question: whether epsilon belongs to the language or not. Whether epsilon belongs to the language or not. So epsilon belongs to the language because epsilon means there are no characters. That's why there is no question of consecutive characters being different. That's why epsilon belongs to the language. Whether A belongs to the language, single A, whether it belongs to the language. Yes, again, there are no consecutive characters. There is a single character. That's why it belongs to the language. Similarly, B also belongs to the language. Okay. Now, with this knowledge, we'll proceed to develop the DFSM. Okay. So just remember, this is the language. No two consecutive characters are the same. Okay. So we saw many examples. We know that epsilon belongs to the language, A belongs to the language, just B belongs to the language. Then you have other strings where consecutive characters are different. Now, first, you know that epsilon is a part of the language. That's why initial state is also an accepting state. That's why double circle for the initial state because it's an accepting state also. Then, so let me call this as, once again, let me call this as state 1. Let me call this as state 1. Okay, see, state 1 is the initial state as well as the accepting state. It is the accepting state because you know that epsilon belongs to the language. Now you know that just A belongs to the language, so I'll add another accepting state to accept only A. Okay, because A belongs to the language, to accept A, I'll add another state. So I'm going to call this as states 2 and states 3. So state 2 is to accept A and state 3 is to accept B. Okay. So here you can have A. To accept single A, I added state 2. Okay. Then to accept single B, I'm adding state 3. Okay. Now, so state 1 is for accepting epsilon, state 2 is for accepting A, state 3 is for accepting B. Now, you know that in state 2, you must encounter B. If you encounter A, what happens? Consecutive characters are same because one A is already received. So if you have another A, then that string has to be rejected. Similarly, in state 3, you must encounter A because B is already encountered. Another B means consecutive characters are same. In that case, you need to reject. So I'm going to add one state, the dead state. So I'm going to add a dead state. So, okay. So let me call it as D. Let me call it as D. Okay, then Then I'm going to put the label. Okay, then you know that in dead state you can have any number of the dead state, you can have any number of A's or B's. Okay. Now dead state you can accept any number of A's or B's. Now can you tell me what should be the label for transition from state 2 to dead state? What should be the label for the transition from 2 to D? 2 to D. Yes, what should be the label for the transition from 2 to D? Yes, tell me. Yes, quickly tell me what should be the label for the transition from state 2 to state D? So it should be A. Okay, it should be A. The label for the transition from state 2 to D is A, because you know that when you one A is accepted, but two A's, A followed by another A, is rejected. Similarly, the label for the transition from 3 to D must be B, because you know that one B is accepted, but if you have two characters, they must be different. But BB has to be rejected. Okay, BB has to be rejected. I don't know why you are facing so much difficulty in answering such a simple question. Okay, anyhow, now here state 1 can accept epsilon, state 2 is for accepting A, state 3 is for accepting B, state D is accepting the strings whenever consecutive characters are same. Now, how to accept string? Okay, let me take one example. How to accept the string AB or BA? How to accept these strings? What changes I need to make in this particular DFSM so that AB or BA or any string where consecutive characters are different can be accepted? What changes do I need to make? Because you know that these strings, they belong to the language. They should be accepted by one of these three accepting states, either 1, 2, or 3. Then how to, or what modifications do I need to make in this DFSM so that I can accept these strings which belong to the language? Yes. So what I need to do is I'm going to give transition from to I'm going to give transition from I'm going to give transition from 2 to 3 as well as 3 to 2. Okay, so I'm going to add these two transitions, one from 2 to 3, another from 3 to 2. Okay, now can you tell me the label for these two transitions? What should be the label for the transition from 2 to 3, and what should be the label for the transition from 3 to 2? Okay, yes, what should be the label for the transition from 2 to 3? Can you tell me? 2 to 3, what should be the label? Make it fast. So 2 to 3, the label must be B. 2 to 3, the label must be B, and 3 to 2, label must be A. Okay, 3 to 2, label must be A. So this completes the DFSM. Okay, so this completes the DFSM. Now let's see whether these two strings will be accepted or not. So first AB, what happens? A 1 to 2, B 2 to 3, A 3 to 2, and another B 2 to 3. So after processing this AB, A, B, A, see, one second, A, B, A, B. So after processing, you are in state 3. State 3 is the accepting state, that's why AB is accepted. Then BA, you start with the transition from 1 to 3, B, A, B, A. So at the end, you are in state 2, which is an accepting state. That means BA should also be accepted. Okay, so I hope characters are different. Any doubts in this? Any doubts in this? Yes, any doubts? Okay, so okay. Now this one we already considered. Now we'll see one more. Okay, this. So can you try to develop a DFSM for this language? Try to develop a DFSM for this language. Yes. Now see here. Now alphabet is 0, 1. So W has odd parity. A binary string has odd parity if and only if number of ones in it is odd. A binary string has odd parity if and only if number of ones in it is odd. Okay. So give me some examples for this. Give me some examples for this. So whenever string contains odd number of ones, then that string belongs to the language because it has odd parity. Give some examples. Give some examples. There's some people, I don't know why they are joining after half an hour. So if you repeat this, I'm going to mark you as absent. So, okay, so many examples are there. Okay. So these are the examples. Okay. Now, my question, whether epsilon belongs to the language. Whether epsilon belongs to the language. No, epsilon doesn't belong to the language because there must be odd number of ones. There must be odd number of ones. So if you don't have ones, then parity is not odd. That's why epsilon doesn't belong to the language. Okay, that's why initial state is a rejecting state for this particular DFSM. So try to develop the DFSM for this language. Yes, try to develop the DFSM for this language. So W has odd parity. So whether string with the 0 or more zeros belongs to the language, whether strings with 0 or more zeros belongs to the language. Understand the question and answer. Okay, whether string with 0 or more zeros belongs to the language, it doesn't belong to the language. Why? Because there must be odd number of ones in the string. To accept the string, there must be odd number of ones. Then only string is accepted. Otherwise, string is not accepted. Okay. So string with only zeros, they don't belong to the language. At least single one has to be there because number of ones must be odd. Only zeros are rejected. Okay. So now you know that epsilon doesn't belong to the language. That's why initial state so that's why initial state is a rejecting state. There is no double circle on the initial state. So this is the initial state. Okay, then in the initial state, I'm going to put a self loop. I'm going to put a self loop. Can you tell me the label for this self loop? What should be the label for this self loop? Yes, can you tell me the label for this self loop? The label should be 0 because you know that state 1 is a rejecting state and string of zeros should be rejected. That's why label for this self loop must be 0. So this self loop will ensure that string with only zeros are rejected. Okay. Then I'm going to add one more state. So I'm going to call this as the accepting state. So this is an accepting state. So this is an accepting state. Now I'm going to add a transition from state 1 to state 2. Now can you tell me the label for this? Can you tell me the label for the transition from state 1 to state 2? What should be the label? 1 is a rejecting state, 2 is an accepting state. What should be the label for the transition from state 1 to state 2? Can you tell me? So it should be 1. So transition from state 1 to 2 should be labeled with 1 because you know that single 1 belongs to the language. So if the input string contains only 1, 1 to 2 transition ensures that that particular string is accepted. Now, can you tell me the label for these transitions? That is, one is self loop on to another is a transition from 2 to 1. So first, what should be the label for the self loop on 2? What should be the label for the self loop on 2? So self loop on 2 must be labeled with a 0. That's correct. Self loop on 2 must be labeled with a 0. Then what should be the label for the transition from 2 to 1? 2 to 1. So 2 to 1 must be labeled with 1. 2 to 1 must be labeled with 1. Okay, now here, so let me consider some example. So string with only zeros are rejected because all zeros can be accepted by this self loop. After all zeros, TFSM will still be in state 1. State 1 is a rejecting state. That's why string with only zeros are rejected. Then zeros followed by 1. So here all zeros are accepted in state 1. Then for the 1, you're going to make a transition from state 1 to state 2. So after reading the entire string, you are in state 2, which is a accepting state. That's why this string is accepted. This string has to be accepted because it is of odd parity. That is single 1. Now, what about this? So you know that there are 3 1s, so it has to be accepted. So first two zeros are processed by this self loop, then 1, 1, then you have 0 which is processed by the self loop, then 1 for which you will make a transition from 1 to 2. So after processing the entire string, DFSM is in state 2, which is an accepting state. That's why this string belongs to the language. Okay. So if you have something like this, 0, this has to be rejected because there are two ones. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So after processing the entire string, you are in state 1, which is a rejecting state. That's why this particular string doesn't belong to the language. I hope you understood everything. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? If any doubts, please let me know. Yes, any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. 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 Now we'll move on. Okay. So all these are done. Then we'll say one method for developing DFSM, that is using the complement of the language. So sometimes it is difficult to develop DFSM for the given language. So what we do is we develop DFSM for the complement of the language. Later we complement DFSM to get the DFSM for the given language. Okay. So we'll understand with an example. Say here, so we have a language. Again, so we have a language. So we have a language. So this is the language. So this is the language. L is equal to L is a language over the alphabet A, comma B. W does not contain the substring AAB. So AAB substring should not be there in the string. Only such strings belong to the language. Okay, so this is the given language. We need to develop a DFSM for this. What we do is we complement the language. We complement the language, develop the DFSM. Later, we complement the DFSM. Understood? So here, one language is given. So it is a bit difficult to develop the DFSM for this language. It's very easy to develop DFSM for the complement of the language. So instead of this language, I'm going to consider complement of this language. That is, L is equal to W belongs to A, comma B. W contains the substring AAB. W contains the substring AAB. For that particular language, I'm going to develop DFSM. Then once DFSM is ready, I'm going to complement that. So that DFSM is going to be DFSM for this language. Okay, 1 second. I'll get back to you. Okay, so so W does not contain the substring AB. So instead, I'm going to develop DFSM to the language with substring AAB. So let's see. So AAB must be a part of the string. It can be at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. AAB has to be there in the AAB has to be there in the string. A okay. A then B. So this is the initial state. So initial state is a rejecting state because AAB substring has to be there in the string to accept. Without AAB, it is not possible to accept the string. Okay. So initial state. So this transition is for A. This transition is for another A, then B. So whenever A, B is present, string is accepted. Otherwise, it has to be rejected. Okay. So let me put the label A. A. Then you have B. Okay. A, B. So let me name the states also. So state one, two, three, four. Okay. State two, state three, state four. So now, so this is not complete. You need to complete this DFSM so that it accepts all those strings with substring AAB. Okay, with substring AAB. Now, 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 can you tell me what should be the label for the self transition on state 4? On state 4, there is a self transition. What should be the label of that? What should be the label for the self transition on state 4? Yes, give me the answer quickly. What should be the label for the self transition on state 4? Yes, give me the answer. What should be the label for the self transition on state 4? So it should be A, comma B. Okay, so label for the self transition on state 4 is A, comma B, because so state 4 means string is accepted, substring A, B is there. So if you are in state 4 means substring is found already. After that you can have any sequence of A's and B's. Then what should be the label to the self transition on state 1? What should be the label for the self transition on state 1? State 1, there is one self transition. What should be the label? So it should be a B. It should be a B. State 1. The self transition label has to be B. Okay, because you know that AAB substring has to be there in the string. That's it. String may have any number of B's at the beginning. Any number of B's may be there at the beginning, but if substring AAB is there, it is accepted by the DFSM. Now, see, for state 1, you have defined transition on A as well as on B. Now, similarly, for state 4, you have defined transition for A as well as B. Now, for state 2, you have defined transition only on A. Now, if the input symbol is B, what transition should be done from state 2? Can you tell me? In state 2, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? In state 2, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? Yes, make it fast. In state 2, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? Yes, so it's a transition from 2 to 1. Yes, so from 2, you're going to make a transition to state 1 on B. Okay, so you're going to make a transition from state 2 to state 1 on B. Yes, it's correct. Then, okay, now for state 2, you have defined transition on A as well as B. Now, for state 3, you have defined transition only on B. Now, if the input symbol is A, what should be the transition to be done from state 3? Can you tell me? If the input symbol is A, what should be the transition from state 3? Yes, can you tell me? What should be the transition for A on state 3? So it's a self loop. Yes, it's a self loop. Okay, so so on state 3, there is a self loop on A. On A. So this is the complete DFSM. So the language where W contains the substring A, B. Okay, now let's consider few examples. Okay, let's say B, B, A, B, A, B. So you know that A, B substring is there in this language. That's why it has to be accepted by the DFSM. So first BB is processed in state 1. Then you have A, B. Now you're in state 4. Here the last part AB is processed. Last AB is processed in state 4. So we'll consider one more example. See here, again AAB substring is there. Okay, so BB is processed in state 1. Then A, you are in state 3. Then you have two A's, A, which is processed by self flow. Then there is B. So after reading A, B, you are in state 4. Then AB can be processed in state 4. That's why even this string belongs to the language. Now you consider this. Even this string belongs to the language because A, B substring is there. Okay, first you have A, then B, then you have A, B. Then you have A comma B, which is processed by self flow. So after reading the entire string, you are in state 4. That's why this string also belongs to the language. Okay. Now, what we want actually, we want DFSM for the language where W does not contain the substring. What we have now, we have DFSM for the complement of the language. So what we need to do, we need to complement this DFSM so that we get DFSM for this language. Okay, so what do you mean by complementing DFSM? Complementing DFSM means all accepting states must be converted to rejecting state and rejecting state must be converted to accepting state. See, this accepting state is turned into rejecting. Similarly, other rejecting states must be turned into accepting states. This rejecting is turned into accepting. Similarly, other rejecting states are also turned into accepting states. Okay. Now this is the DFSM for this language where W does not contain the substring AAB. As you can see, if substring AAB is there, you go to state 4, which is a dead state, which is a rejecting state. Whenever substring AAB is not there, it is accepted by one of these three states, either 1, 2, or 3. Is this clear how to develop DFSM using complement of the language? Understood? Any doubts in this? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, understood. Yes, any doubts in this? Yes, respond. Yes, others also should respond. Okay. 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 Answer your attendance. Smita. Adarsh,
Present, sir.
Surya,
Present, sir.
Akshata,
Present, sir.
Kamal,
Present, sir.
Kamal,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Present.
Sumit, Archana, Archana, Ashika,
Present, sir.
Ashwat, Atufa,
Present, sir.
Atufa, 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 Aisha, Bhakti,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Chirag, Chirag,
Present, sir.
Chirag, Hariprasad, Harshit,
Present, sir.
Harshit, who is that?
Present, sir.
Ibrahim,
Present, sir.
Kaushik,
Present, sir.
Kazi,
Present, sir.
Manisha,
Present, sir.
Mohit,
Present, sir.
Lavanya,
Present.
Present, sir.
Lavanya, Faizan,
Present, sir.
Faizan,
ತೆಗಿತೀನಿ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
Taik, Taik,
Present, sir.
Hisham,
Present.
Present, sir.
Maulya,
Present, sir.
Nida, 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 Pooja,
Present, sir.
Ajwal, Ajwal, Pranav,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Pranav, Pranav,
Present, sir.
Prasad,
Present, sir.
Prashanti,
Present, sir.
Pratiksha,
Present, sir.
Shifa,
Present, sir.
Rohan, Rohan, Roshni,
Present, sir.
Sahana, Sahana, Sai Niketan,
Present, sir.
who is present?
Sahana.
Sangeet,
Present, sir.
Safa,
Present, sir.
Aranya,
Present, sir.
Chaitra,
Present, sir.
Cheshta,
Present, sir.
Sriraksha, Sriraksha,
Present, sir.
Shweta,
Present, sir.
Siddharth,
Present, sir.
Sneha,
Present,
Present,
sir.
sir.
Surya,
Present, sir.
Saurav, 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 Srilal, Srilal, Vijit,
Yes, sir.
Suman,
Present, sir.
Sumant,
Present, sir.
Puneet, Krishna,
Present, sir.
Krishmit,
Present, sir.
Nita,
Present, sir.
Harshita, Hima, Zida, Zida.
Present, sir.
What
Present,
time
sir.
you joined, Zida?
15 minutes late. Network problem, sir.
15
I didn't have
minutes.
stable network.
Altamash,
Present, sir.
Ambreen,
Present, sir.
Bashiruddin, Bashiruddin, Tania,
Present, sir.
Rizwan,
Present, sir.
Sir, present. Atufa, present.
Atufa. Amit, Archana, Atufa. Okay. Srilal, Hima. Okay. Okay. So we discussed complement of FSM concept. Okay. Now try to develop DFSM for these languages. Take down these and try to develop DFSM for these languages. Okay. Take down questions, all of these. Try to develop DFSM for these languages. Take down the problems and try to solve it. So try to solve one at a time. Okay. Yes. Try to solve one at a time. So first one, every A in W is immediately preceded and followed by a B. Okay. Every Okay, every A is immediately preceded and followed by B. Okay, so if A is there, before that you should have one B, after that you should have another B. Okay, so before A there should be B, after A there should be another B. So every A in W is immediately preceded and followed by B. Okay, so let me do it quickly. You also try. Okay. So every A must be immediately preceded and followed by a B. Okay. So can you tell me how many states should be there for the first one? Every A is immediately preceded and followed by a B. How many states should be there? So before A there has to be a B. After A there has to be another B. So every A is immediately preceded and followed by a. So now again I'm going to ask the same question, whether epsilon belongs to the language. Whether epsilon belongs to the language. So every A is immediately preceded and followed by B. Whether epsilon belongs to the language. Yes, epsilon belongs to the language, because if A is there, then B's must precede and follow. If A's are not there, even B's are not needed. That's why epsilon belongs to the language. That's why epsilon belongs to the language. What about string with only B's? What about string with only B's? Whether string with only B's belong to the language? Whether string with only B's belong to the language? Yes. String with only B's belong to the language. Right, because if A's are there, they must be preceded and followed by B's. That's it. String with only B's, they belong to the language. Now, so with this knowledge, what about the initial state? Is it accepting state or rejecting state? What about the initial state? Is it accepting state or rejecting state? Just tell me. So, yes, others, please respond. What about initial state? Is it accepting state or rejecting state? So you know that epsilon belongs to the language. Epsilon belongs to the language. That's why initial state must be an accepting state. That's why you need to put double circle for the initial state. Okay, there has to be a double circle for the initial state. Okay, then there is incoming arrow for the initial state. Okay, then so I'm going to add one more state. Okay, so here if A is there, it must be preceded and followed by B. So I'll be adding one more state. Okay, then I'll make this state as the accepting state. I'm going to make this as the accepting state. One more accepting state. One more accepting state. Okay. So here let me name the states. Okay, so let me call this as state 1, state 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now, can you tell me the label for the transition from 1 to 2? What should be the label for the transition from 1 to 2? Yes, give me the answer quickly. What should be the label for the transition from 1 to 2? Is it A? Because A must be preceded and followed by B. Reading a B, you cannot have A. Without reading a B, you cannot have A. Because according to the question, every A must be immediately preceded and followed by B. So what should be the label for the transition from 1 to 2? Yes, quickly tell me why you are confusing. Yes. Yes, give me the response quickly. So the label for the transition from 1 to 2 must be a B. Okay, it must be a B. Then what should be the label for the transition from 2 to 3? 2 to 3 transition, what should be the label? Tell me the answer. Yes, what should be the label for the transition from 2 to 3? Yes, make it fast. So it should be A. So 2 to 3 transition must be labeled with A. Then what should be the transition from 3 to 4? What should be the label? Okay, that we'll see later. Okay, we'll see it later. Okay, whether this, that's also a question. Okay, so you need to answer. Okay, so here, okay, let's concentrate on state 1 now. Let's concentrate on state 1 now. Okay, state 1. So in state 1, if the input symbol is B, you know you need to make a transition from 1 to 2. If the input symbol is A in state 1, what should be the transition? If the input symbol is A in state 1, what should be the transition? Can you tell me? In state 1, if you get A, that is without reading any other symbol, you get A. What should be the transition from state 1? Yes, answer quickly. Yes, answer quickly. Don't delay. So, transition must be to a dead state, because without reading anything, you cannot accept A. A must be preceded by B. That's why. So I'm going to call this as a dead state. Okay, I'm going to remove this state 4. Okay, so I'm going to call this as a dead state B. Okay, so I'm going to call this as dead state. So in state 1, if B is encountered, you know that you're going to make a transition from 1 to 2. Similarly, in state 1, if A is encountered, you're going to make a transition from 1 to D, which is a dead state. Okay, so this is labeled with A. Okay, so 1 to D transition is labeled with A. So I hope it's clear to you. Okay, now so in state 1, if the input symbol is B, you make a transition to state 2. Similarly, in state 1, if input symbol is A, you make a transition to dead state. Now in state 2, now one more question. What about state 2? Is it accepting state or rejecting state? Give me your answers. So you know that epsilon, one second. So you know that epsilon belongs to the language. Similarly, string with only B's also belongs to the language. So with this knowledge, tell me, so epsilon is a part of the language. That's why state 1 is accepting state. Now you know that string with only B's are also a part of the language. That means even state 2 must be the accepting state. So state 2 must be an accepting state. Okay. So state 2 must be an accepting state. That's why double circle around state 2. Okay, double circle around state 2. Now in state 2, you know what to do for A. Now in state 2, if the input symbol is B, what is the transition to be done? In state 2, if the input symbol is A, what should be the transition? So in state 2, if input symbol is A, you make a transition to state 3. Similarly, in state 2, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? So it's a self loop, because you know that you can accept any number of B's. So there must be a self loop for state 2. So there must be a self loop for state 2, which is labeled with B. Okay, I hope all of you are following. Okay, all of you are following. Okay, now so state 1 is for accepting epsilon, state 2 is for accepting any number of B's. Then you know that A, see, this self loop is always optional, but this transition from one state to another is always compulsory. So which ensures that before A there is at least one B. Before A there is at least one B is ensured by the transition from 1 to 2. Okay, now yes, who is that? Want to say something? Yes. So now A is preceded by B. A must be followed by B. If A is followed by A, what should happen? If A is followed by A, what should be the transition? So in state 3, if the input symbol is A, what should be the transition where you must go? Yes, tell me quickly. In state 3, if the input symbol is A, you make a transition to the dead state. Yes. That means what it means is A is followed by another A, which should not happen. Now in state 3, and once again, and for the dead state, you need to define transition on A as well as B. So in dead state, you can accept any number of A's as well as B's. That's why there must be a self loop for the dead state, which is labeled with all symbols in the alphabet. Now, in state 3, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? If you answer this, you have understood something. In state 3, if the input symbol is B, to which state you need to make a transition? Take some examples, analyze, and give me the answers. In state 3, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? In state 3, if the input symbol is B, what should be the transition? Yes, quickly answer. In state 3, if the input symbol is B, to which state you make a transition? So you are going to make a transition to state 2. That is correct. So you'll be making a transition to state 2. Okay. So you'll be making a transition to state 2 from state 3 on input symbol. Okay, so this completes the DFSM for the language where every A is immediately preceded and followed by B. Okay, now let's consider few examples. Okay, let's consider few examples. So if you have A, B, you know that this doesn't belong to the language because the initial A is not preceded by B. So what happens on the first A, you're going to make a transition to the dead state. Once you are in dead state, there is no way to make a come back to the accepting state. That's why first A takes you to the dead state. There you're going to process remaining string, that is BAB, using self loop. This is rejected. Okay, next consider BAB. This has to be accepted because A is preceded and followed by B. So B, A, B, accepted. Then consider one more string BAB, AB, AB. So here this also has to be accepted because every A is preceded and followed by B. So B, A, B. Then so you have processed the first BAB. After reading BAB, you are in state 2. Then you have A, B. Then you have A, B. So after reading the entire string, you are in state 2, which is an accepting state. That's why this string belongs to the language. Now let's consider this. I think this much is enough. So here again, A is preceded and followed by B's. So first B, then you have two B's which are processed by self loop, then A, then you have three B's. First B is processed by this transition, then two B's by the self loop. So at the end of this string, after reading the entire string, you are in state 2, which is accepting state. That's why this string belongs to the language. So I hope you understood this example. Any doubts in this? Any doubts in this? Yes, any doubts in this? Yes, please respond. Yes, others, please be active. Okay, yes, Prashanti, any doubts in this? Prashanti, any doubts? Yes, Zida, not at all responding. Zida, are you there? Okay, see, no response at all. So this will be difficult. Now, okay, I'm going to end in just 2 minutes. Okay, don't worry. Now, okay, let's consider the next one. W does not end in BA. Does not end in BA. So what you can do is, first you can develop DFSM for the language where W ends with BA. Later you complement DFSM. That procedure you can follow. Okay. So you try these examples anyhow. PPT is with you. Okay, you can try these examples on your own. So in the next class, we'll discuss some selected examples from that list. Okay. So okay. So yes, I'm going to end this session. Okay. Thank you. You can leave now.